gyrocopter. Since I give you some lore about the other place, I'll give you some lore about Ulduar. Ulduar is the prison for the old god Yogg-Saron. I keep confusing it with the Lovecraftian being it's based off of, or inspired off of, or whatever you want to call it. I can keep confusing the two names. I'm just passing through Ice Crown. I'll be into Storm Peaks now. I keep confusing the names, but it's the prison for it. But it's after break, you know. I'm not sure if it's fully broken loose, but it certainly has its, you know, bits of corruption out. So, and all the guardians have gone mad, and it's, you know, bad times all around. One thing I will say about the area it's in, the Storm Peaks, there is a very rare mob you could run into, called the Time Lost Proto-Drake. You may or may not have heard of this. This creature will patrol all the way around this area. I remember seeing someone made out the path for it, and it was just like colored marks going all the way around here, and it's one real mess. And my words are failing me, but basically it's a bit of a pain to find, because, you know, it's, you know, long patrol path. It also has a long respawn timer, and you don't know when it spawns. It's not like it pops up in chat that it spawned, so you just have to keep hoping you'll run into it. They do recommend a drink you can get from the Frosthold, and I guess the Horde version, because Frosthold is an alliance thing here. So Camp Tonkawa maybe has their own version. I don't know, but there's a drink there for the alliance. It's like a slow fall drink. It's useful because that way you can hit the enemy, then slow fall your way down rather than falling to your death. I suppose, of course, if you're a paladin, you can just, you know, divine shield. The dragon is flying, as you probably got from my point there. It's constantly flying around like an asshole. So yeah. So anyway, we're just here. Ooh, and you can actually see it in Warlords of Draenor, a dead Time Lost Proto-Drake. You can see it up here. Somewhere around here. It's at the cliff edge. You'll just find a corpse of a Time Lost Proto-Drake. It's a place with a ton of, you know, time distortions. There's a ton of ghostly orcs that are there, and they're called Time Lost Gorbani Smashers or whatever. I can't remember their exact names, but it's Time Lost. Blah 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 blah. So yeah, you can find a corpse of it, but obviously you can't get the mount off it. And while I'm just mentioning it, even though this isn't the point of this, I will show you what it looks. What it looks like. Ooh, time walking done. Oh, that looks awesome. Fickle and savage, these drakes slip in and out of time until they find a worthy rider. This is awesome. And now I kind of want to do time walking dungeons. But anyway, this is the Time Lost Proto-Drake. The only reason for time is so that everything doesn't happen at once. That's a quote. I swear that's a quote by someone. From someone. I keep wanting to say Terry Pratchett, but I don't know. But anyway, this is what it looks like. So, yeah. That looks awesome to you. Well, get ready to lose a lot of time trying to find it. Thing for you. I've never actually completed Ulduar. I've done a few raids before, but I've never completed it. Wait, Lordkeeper of Norganon? Is that one of the things from the heroics here, or is this a separate thing? Sorry, I thought this was the guy from Alderman, but this isn't. Must be the guy from either here or in one of the, you know, side dungeons. I'll read what's here. I heard a story or two of a lore keeper in Alderman that fit your description. Do you serve a similar purpose? I was constructed to serve as a repository for essential information regarding this complex. My primary functions include communicating the status of frontal defensive systems and assessing the status of the entity that this complex was built to imprison. Frontal defense systems? Is there something I should let Bran know before he has anyone attempt to enter the complex? Access to the interior of the complex is currently restricted. Primary defensive emplacements are active. Secondary systems are currently non-active. Can you detail the nature of the defensive systems? Compromise of complex detected. Security override enabled. Query permitted. Primary defensive emplacements consist of iron constructs and storm beacons, which generate additional constructs as necessary. Additional systems consist of orbital defense emplacements. Got it. At least we don't have to deal with those orbital emplacements. Raiden, make sure you let Bran and the Archmage Penarius know about his defenses immediately. You met an imprisoned entity. What is the nature of this entity and what is its status? The Archmage nodded and ran off. Entity designate Yogg-Saron. Security has been compromised. Prison operational status unknown. Unable to contact Watchers for notification purposes. Yogg-Saron is here. Sounds like we really have our hands full then. So yeah, it's a full-fledged old god imprisoned here. Lorekeeper projection unit. Okay, I can activate the secondary defense systems, but I don't know why I would want to. I don't know. Maybe it's a hard mode for this thing? I don't know. Ooh, here's a merchant over there. Activating secondary defensive systems will result in the termination of all unauthorized life forms via orbital emplacements. You are an unauthorized life form. Please confirm. Let's hard mode it. What? What did you do, Palnai? Bran. Security over. I'm probably saying his name wrong. I'm sorry. Security override permitted. Secondary defense systems activated. Backup the activation for secondary systems can be accessed via individual generators located on the concourse. Bran Palnai just activated orbital defense system. If we don't get out of here soon, we're gonna be toast. Pentarius, you heard the man. Have your mages release the shield. Let these brave souls through. Of course, Bran will have the shield down momentarily. All went well. Okay, move out, get into your machine. Let's have a quick talk with you. I never thought we'd escape from that steamy jungle. Now I'm the head engineer of this expedition. What can they do? These tanks do. These babies may look like scrap, but they can rush ahead, knocking enemies aside. The front ram has been overcharged with electroscopic hypercapacitor, allowing it to discharge electrical blasts. Even the turret has been upgraded with anti-air rockets, providing with a distinctive edge over those blasted demolishers. Mages of the Kintor, on Bran's command, release the shield. Defend this platform and our allies with your lives for Dalaran. Our allies are ready, bring down the shield and make way. Roll 'em. The Iron Dwarfs have been seen emerging from the bunkers at the base of pillars straight ahead of you. Destroy the bunkers and they'll be forced to fall back. I'm just reading all this because I feel like may as well, you know. So, you know, if it's irritating, I'm dreadfully sorry, but, you know, meh. Ooh, bit of an aggro radius on you. Suppose this thing is level 80. Might have been a good idea to actually check what this says. Like the stats on this thing. Steam Rush. God damn, there's a lot of them. I'm actually tempted in just rushing on through. Nice. Okay, one down. Okay, we kind of misused that. Okay. 3. Nice. The only way to damage this is with 1 and 3. I don't think 2 does any damage to it. Okay. Takes quite a few hits to actually knock this down, as I suppose you'd expect. Oh, if you knock down these towers, they provide power to different things. I think you can face the bosses with them up, and the bosses will be even more powerful. So I'm gonna do that because I feel I may as well. And it feels really weird not to have any combat sounds right now. I just recognize that we're missing it. We just have, you know, nice music. Like, I've, you know, no complaint about the music, just it's kind of weird, you know, not to have any combat sounds considering the amount of combat going on. This is why I'm incredibly sorry for that, folks. That got turned off. I don't remember why or how or anything. It just did. I'm just gonna mosey on through because this is taking forever, you know, by myself trying to kill these. So I'm figuring, fuck them. And somehow I heard that from over here. Honestly, I think it's just, you know, oh, what's the thing you think of every illness? I think that's you know, not exactly sentient object somehow has it. You know that's, you know, Pillar has a psychological disorder. Yeah, that's totally the answer. Not it just has a huge hitbox or something. See, easiest answer. Oh, there's this interesting pad. I think that's actually a teleport pad or something. Ooh, crystals. Conga line forming behind me. To be honest, I could probably gone through there better without the tank. But, eh. Wonder, do I just have to kill all the guys here? Oh, you... Nope. And here it is, the Flame Leviathan. And because all the towers are up, it's got a ton of buffs. Of course it's pursuing me. It's either that or pursue its own tail. And, well, it doesn't have one. So, increased health and reduces fire damage taken, reduces physical damage increased, as well as an extra health. It's pretty much in hard mode. Which is why I'm going to leave vehicle and engage it myself, where I am more powerful than ever before. Like, seriously, it's doing a pittance of damage to me. Okay. Divine Shield. Ain't got time for that shit. I think it's trying to take out my tank. Okay, let's switch to that. Okay. Sadly, I can't stun the tank. If only. Ooh, I can kill the wards of life. You know what? Let's not. Let's leave it up. Let's make this as difficult and difficult as possible for no reason. You know, I love coming back and doing old raids. It's just like this. It's really fun. Just, you're not meant to take on this like this. As I'm sure you expect, you're probably meant to take it on in your tank, or maybe not. Interesting.
Current target threat level 0. Acquiring new target.
Interesting. Okay, that thing lasts for so long. I died without actually getting out of the stun the second time round. Like, I just got stun locked. That's interesting. So, let's try that again. And it's probably because, I also had the orbital defense systems on. I did see a few attacks going off there as well. I suppose if I stayed in the tank, I wouldn't have that issue, but meh. I would also take forever to actually get it done. Stop that. Formation grounds. Oh, these are here. And they're currently being assaulted by the other things. And we have to fight you from full health. Of the gnomes are just, you know, wandering around, disinterested. Really? Do I have to kill all ye? There we go. And you know what? Let's have a feast. Sadly, that only works in Draenor. Be handy for the extra damage if I could use it here. Alright. Let's give it a go. So this is like, if you take out those special towers that you see here, it will get a bit weaker. But I want to leave all the towers up because I think you get something special if you do. Okay. Let's leave it keep casting flame vents. If it's casting flame vents, then at least can't hit me with the freeze ability. As far as I think, I suppose it did. Ward of Life did spawn there while I was using that the flame vents ability. So my logic was I could only use one ability at once, but that's not necessarily true if the ward can spawn while it's using flame vents. But we'll have to wait and see. Okay, now it's going substantially easier this time. Maybe it's because I stayed away from that targeting thing on this ground. But then again, I think that's the space laser, not the freezy thing. So, I don't know. And I just got a massive amount of achievements. Okay, orbital bombardment. Defeat Flame Leviathan with at least one orbital defense system active in Templar. With at least 2. With 3. With all 4. Because I'm a badass. Okay, so I got leatherwork.